Hello everyone, we're going to get started here with how do we import or upload a file from our desktop in order to use it in a library so that SAS Studio can assign a task to it. Okay, so again, upload, import, tasks, and off to the races we go. Hope everybody's doing well and enjoying the weather that we have. Okay, so here we go. Now, the last time I was in here, I uploaded this file, training data regression, pretty plain vanilla to data science people. So I'm going to go ahead and delete it, which I did. Okay, starting from scratch, you're going to find a couple of folders in here. I did not create these. These were automatically created. SAS user version 94. This is my unique ID. Yours will be different. It might be hidden depending on your settings. Now, the first thing we're going to note is that we want to import some data. Okay, so we go ahead and upload file. We're going to choose the file, any old file, CSVs, XLSX files. We're going to upload it. Okay, depending on the size of your file and your internet speed, because we are in the cloud, it may take a few moments. This file does have a lot of records in it, so it took a little bit. Actually, not much time at all. Those of you that remember 56K modems back in the 90s, this was not that slow. Okay, so we've got our training file here. We're just looking it over. Okay, we'll right-click on that file. Okay, and import data. So first we upload the file, then we right-click on it and hit import. And this is where I want you to focus for a moment. Okay, if we just hit this little run icon here, it's going to run the import. Now, what's the difference between upload and import? Well, upload literally gets it into the cloud, gets your file into the cloud. Import it means that it's going to import into a library. We can certainly use this file as is right now. I can double click on it, I can right click, and I can go to town on hacking out some code. But the libraries are a fantastic way to use the power of the software to do your bidding. Okay, so we right clicked, we got to this panel. It's going to go into the work library by default. Now, the work library is a temporary library. If you log out, turn off your computer for any reason, remove the web browser, anything at all, whatever you import into the work library will be gone. Okay, it'll still stay here, but it'll be gone from your work library. And that's so important because some of the work that we do will take more than 10 minutes, may take more than 20 minutes. And so if you take a coffee break, you turn off your computer, you log out, and then you come back and ask, hey, where did my import go? It's because it's a temporary library. We can talk more later about making those things permanent, but the purpose of this video today is to showcase a couple of cool things with upload, import, tasks, and utilities. So we're going to hit change here. Now we're going to keep it in the work one, but change the file name, the data set name, because when we look at it in the work library, it's going to say import. Whatever's in this box is going to be exactly what we tell it to produce. So I'm going to say grocery. This is your chance to clean up your data. Grocery store data, week one data set, week one data. Right? Whatever you want. I'm not going to penalize you for putting data first or week one first. You know, that's not what this is about. This is about you learning how to use the functionality and power of SAS to do some pretty cool data science things. So we hit save. Okay, now it saved it here. It did not run it. So be very careful with that. Just because you hit save doesn't mean it runs the work. Gotta hit this button, this little run, or hit the F3. It's gonna run, take a little bit of time. This is working in the cloud. And then reporting back to you on your home computer. Okay, there you go. Now, if you are so interested in learning the code, I'm not going to teach you the code. I'm going to apologize for that up front. Not teaching you the code, but what you're going to find is it's very similar to some of that programming language you've already learned out there in your program. Object-oriented with a dash of console-based where every line is important. But here's all that code that was generated. Process, PROC, import, the data file equals the reference file. The database management system is XLSX because that was the file, XLSX. The output, or what you're going to put it in library work, and the file name is going to be this. Get names, yes, you're going to bring the headers and everything over and hit run. Okay? And then you're going to combine the data, the contents of that new file that you're creating is going to come from this. Okay? And this finally just opens up the table as well. So that's all the code there. We don't need anything else. We don't need this file anymore. Okay? We want to save it, sure. Actually, we don't. My bad. We've already got it saved. We didn't do anything. We didn't reconstruct it at all. So I got a blank slate here. Now I'm going to go down to tasks and utilities. And this is where the fun comes in. Throughout this course, you're going to play around with several of these. We've got cluster analysis, we've got statistical analysis, we've got graphing, we've got linear models that we're going to play with, all kinds of fun stuff out there. The world is your oyster in this class. We're going to have a lot of fun. So let's just go ahead and do that summary statistic because this will be very similar to your week 1 assignment. We're just going to double click or right click and hit open. Doesn't matter, or new task, but I double clicked. Now, because I did this recently, it's trying to remember that file that I had before. But if you're opening this for the first time, make sure you go in here, click on your work file. And this is why it's so important to do the import and the upload. If you only do the import, if you only do the upload, but you don't do the import, you will not have access to the library with your data file. So you have to do it again. You have to upload the file and then import.